The following podcast is brought to you by the Johners Podcasting Network, found exclusively at WrestlingWithJohners.com.
All right, everybody, welcome to another edition of After Elite, brought to you by Bucklebomb Entertainment. I am your host, Orlando, and of course, I'm joined by Seven. Hey there, Seven.
Hi.
I thought I was going to be by myself for a few minutes there.
No, I just wanted to get something to drink real quick.
All right. So we're going to go into AEW Dynamite. But before we get into AEW Dynamite, we just wanted to just say something because, of course, Malachi Black posted something on his Instagram where he shared his feelings, his emotions, his frustration, and everything like that because he felt like a lot of the news outlets, the wrestling news outlets, got everything a bit wrong. So we did put a post on our Facebook and our Twitter account, making sure that we are fans of the wrestlers. We discuss what's in the news and what we discuss that has been confirmed by the company, but we're not here for toxic or any type of gossip in a way that will affect any of the wrestlers or the company. So I just wanted to clarify that as we go live here right now. And we're hoping that Malachi Black gets the help that he needs or the rest that he needs and get his mental health in check. So I know that you said something to us as well regarding about it. So if you wanted to share something, Seven, go ahead.
Actually, I wrote the post. You guys can check it out on Facebook. It was basically just saying that we're not here to be negative or feed into toxic. We're not dirt sheets. We're not trying to get into the gossip. We're just fans that want to create content for other fans to make sure that they feel like they're in a community with us versus saying, oh, I like this wrestler and being completely shit on for it, which I see in a ton of groups. And we're not about that. We just want you guys to be able to have fun, and we don't want to focus on the negatives. Like, I don't want to watch that. Like, my thing is, don't yuck somebody else's yum. If you like something, great. If I don't like something, I'm not going to watch it. Most of the time. Sometimes I have to do the show. But you guys get the point.
Exactly. I mean, like, look, it's just like we can't watch all of the wrestling. Like, you can watch whatever you can watch. Just don't hate on somebody that likes something else that is not yours, and you don't do the same thing either. So it's just like we're all wrestling fans here. We all want to enjoy wrestling, from the indies to WWE to AEW to Impact to GCW and Defy. We want all wrestling to succeed because as long as that wrestling is there, we're all going to be fans. So that's what we want.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. So we got some comments right now. We have Caleb right here, which he says, "What's up, everybody?" Yes. Hello there, Caleb. Thank you for joining us. And he said that he commented on that post. Yes, we appreciated that you did comment it. Yes. And the other person, I didn't see the name. I forgot who it was, the other person that commented as well. But thank you very much. Who was it that commented as well? So
there's quite a few people on different posts because it went to several different platforms. So
yep,
it was nice.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for the support.
Yes, of course. So let's get into AEW Dynamite, which I felt like I liked the first segment because it was kind of like a sports entertainment type of thing. And, they kind of threw a little shade. I don't mind a little shady things here and there. It's cute. It helps, each company, up each other's game and stuff, which I feel like Chris Jericho, he's on top of his game right now. And now he has these people around him. I mean, like, what is it? Former 2.0. I think they're 2.0 members.
They're getting Mike here. I don't know what they were.
Right. They're getting mic time. Anna Jay is getting some mic time. It seems like she's getting comfortable. So for me, I enjoyed it. I like the fact that they brought that pizza guy back from last week's segment.
Yeah.
And he's just doing his rolling of the Play-Doh, of whatever it is, And then, of course, Daniel Garcia was like over it. He's like tired. He's just like, he's going to be a wrestler. He wants to be a wrestler.
We'll see if that's an actual heel change. Obviously it's...
No. Is it a heel change or you mean face change? I mean, are you going for Joss?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that's true.
Right. Oh, we have a comment right here from Caleb. He just says, "I am not happy with Garcia because he want to face Chris and Sammy." Well, But Caleb, he pushed his buttons though. He kind of forced his hand because he's just like, before you try to say that you want out, he was
Right.
like ready to attack Garcia. But thank God, like Brian Danielson came out to kind of save him. You know,
It's a good
I'm
story.
actually
Good
I'm
stuff.
actually excited for Daniel Garcia versus Sammy Guevara. I think that will probably be a good low match.
Yeah.
I'm thinking that's probably going to be like the side feud where it's going to be for the he has the pure championship. So yes, I could see like him and Sammy. That'll be like his first feud.
Yes.
hmm Of course, Caleb, he's choosing Jess members. He's going with Sammy. I'm sorry, but Daniel Garcia, he's probably going to be retaining. I'm sorry, Caleb. I know you love your Jazz. We'll get into the main event because I think you enjoyed that main event like everybody else. hmm So yeah, so
Sorry, I'm
of
looking for
course,
headphones. Go ahead.
I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. I'm looking for headphones.
Okay. So of course Brian Danielson comes out and then like he says like, because like Daniel Garcia, he seems like he's already over the Jess, kind of movement, and he
Yeah.
now wants to be either solo or like probably wants to go with BCC, be joining Brian Danielson's group. Of course, Brian Danielson, he offered it to him, but he didn't tell him to join, but that's a good thing. Of course, Jericho, being the controlling maniac that he is, he wants, like,
What?
but I mean, like, he wants Garcia to do what he says. So,
Right, for sure.
yeah. So, of course. I mean, there was pizza there. I mean, like, I wanted to know what kind of pizza they had. I mean, was it like, what, like gluten free? Was it like pepperoni? Was it like,
It's probably not Little Caesars.
no, it wasn't.
You guys are wondering, there's a video from Black Label Pro of Bobby Fish throwing a Little Caesar pizza, and I'm pretty sure it's a work, but I don't really know.
Well, of course they're gonna shade him, because he's now in Impact right now, so he's kind of like saying like how much he has controversy around him. So
Yeah, I don't know.
you know what? I mean, look, I think it would be good for Bobby Fish to be in Impact for a little minute, help them out for a few months that he wants to stay there. So we'll see.
We will see
Yeah,
indeed.
of course, Daniel Garcia went up kind of crazy, and he just like knocks out the pizza guy, and then he was like saying, "I could team with this guy, team with that guy," and then it seemed like they set up Jericho and Sammy versus him and Brian Danielson next week, which that should be fun.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, I think this will be what Sammy Guevara and Brian Danielson's first time wrestling each other.
Ooh, I don't actually know that answer.
Well, I mean, they had the 5-on-5. Well, no, he wasn't a part of that. No, I don't think so. I
It
don't
could
think
be
they
the
ever
first
had a
time.
one-on-one. I'm sorry?
It could be the first time that they've ever done a one-on-one.
Yeah. I would love it to see like a one-on-one match between those two. I mean, I don't know if Brian Danielson can handle Sammy Guevara's like high risk stuff, but we'll see.
He totally can.
Oh, I just like your face when you took off your glasses. Like,
Oh, I'm cleaning them. I was completely not supposed to do that.
oh, Caleb with the comments. It's okay, buddy. Oh, good. See, I want Daniel Garcia to retain. I know you want Sammy to win. Is this we'll see. I mean, they'll have a good match. I think they'll probably have some good match, and they're young. They're two of them are the young pillars of AEW, so I'm excited for that. What say you about this segment? How did you feel?
I enjoyed it. I mean, Chris Jericho is, a goat, one of the goats, and I think it'll be a good show. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, he's now the Ocho. Now they're using Ocho now, so I have a feeling we're gonna see that in shirts and banners. Watch, and then like of course the what's it called? The announcer will be like the Ocho champion, like something like that. I don't know.
Probably. It'll be fine.
So then after that, of course, one of 2.0 faced Brian Danielson in a match. And then the other part of 2.0 tried to get involved, but then Cesaro came out to take him out. like he just carried him out.
I love Claudio.
Of
Like
course. I mean,
he's great.
Claudio is just like, I need more of him. I'm just wondering what they're gonna do next with him. I mean, you know what I would love if he faces Wardlow just to see power on power, just to see like that.
I could see that.
Or we got Caleb with a message saying, "Daddy Magic and Cool Hands." Oh, that's their names. Okay.
Had no idea.
Yeah. I'm still. I was still trying to learn the other names from them. It was just like it was weird, but yeah. Of course, Bryan Danielson won. He did his running knee, and then he hit the and then he did his submission for the win. So good
Yep.
for Bryan Danielson.
Mm-hmm.
Then of course we had Jon Moxley versus Juice Robinson because of course Juice Robinson. Well, before that, I'm sorry. We had a good segment with MJF and Yuta. Wheeler Yuta, I think he's starting to get comfortable in the mic. Maybe he's getting some practice from Brian and from Jon Moxley.
Yeah, he's definitely coming into his own. I mean, Yuta is absolutely amazing. Like, if you guys are impressed by what he's done here, check out his indie stuff. He's phenomenal. I'm a huge Yuta fan.
Yeah, I mean MJF brought that up. Like he said, we faced each other in the indies, but of course he wants to diss him. And it seems like now AEW is now censoring words because they kind of bleeped out what MJF kind of said, and then they bleeped out the crowd. So it's just interesting just to now see that they're actually trying to not have too many bad words, which I'm sorry, I think they did kind of go overboard with a lot of the words.
Right.
So we'll see. But I'm excited just to see MJF versus Wheeler Yuta. Like, of course, like Caleb said, next week, MJF versus Wheeler Yuta, which we know that probably. I would be shocked if Wheeler Yuta wins, but I have a feeling that it will be MJF that's gonna has a win, and this is MJF's first match in how long? It's been 4 or 5 months.
I think so.
Yeah.
Not positive. You're the one with the good dates. I don't remember shit.
Yeah. When was Double or Nothing? That was around May, I think. Yeah. So May, June, July, August, September. Yeah. So yeah, about 5 months. Yeah. Anyway. So next match we have Jon Moxley versus Juice Robinson. This was a good little match. Of course, because Juice Robinson had some wins over Jon Moxley from New Japan, that's probably why they gave him a match here, just to see if he'll challenge for the belt. So, of course, the 2-week streak is over. Jon Moxley had to bleed in this match. So, but you know what? I heard, like, what was it? You told me that he bit him. Was it you or Sarah that told me?
It wasn't me.
Okay, so it's probably Sarah. Yeah. So yeah, I think because he bit him, because Juice was like mostly in control, and then Jon Moxley got control back, and and then he hit his finisher for the win. So how did you feel about this match?
It didn't make sense to me. And this is just my own personal opinion on it. Like, to me, they're going off of rankings, but now they're not going off of rankings. They're doing kind of like, oh, if you win, you get a title shot. Like, one of the things that I originally liked about AEW was that they played it off as a real sport, like a real type of competition. Now it's getting a little bit more like entertainment, and for me, it wasn't like it didn't make sense, but it was a good match. It was what it was.
Yeah. I know, but I understood because they did say in the promo, like they did like a video package that Juice Robinson has beaten Jon Moxley twice, and since they have a good relationship with New Japan, so they probably kind of include him. And now there's reports. Well, I think he said it that he's a free agent. Juice Robinson himself, he said that he's now free. So I mean, if he wants to join his wife,
like you didn't have to.
I'm sorry.
Him. You could have just put it for the belt.
Yeah.
Why? Yeah, it just whatever.
Yeah, I know. I mean, so probably they just want him to, because, like, of course, Jon Moxley has a challenger with Hangman Adam Page, when he came out, stared him down, and then They're about to have their match in 2 weeks. I think it is in Cincinnati. They're not in Cincinnati next week, are they? No. I think it's in 2 weeks. So, of course, MJF was in the VIP lounge, and then he was like saying, "You guys don't be worried because I'm going to be cashing in." Da 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 da. And then Wheeler Yuta comes and attacks him. So I was expecting it to be a little bit more violent, but I think they kind of messed up a little bit because I think he wanted to choke him instead. I was expecting more damage to the VIP. Like he didn't learn from John Moxley, like when John Moxley did that to Kenny Omega.
Yeah.
You don't remember from the table? Like it was like it was like when they had the first ever AEW Dynamite shows. Like
Yeah.
John Moxley attacked Kenny Omega, and then like he put him through like a glass table.
Yeah, they
You know,
probably didn't
so-
want to pay for it again.
I'm sorry.
They probably didn't want to pay for it again.
Probably. That's why they didn't have the table there. They only had they only had the sofa.
Right.
So I'm excited to see Hangman versus John Moxley. How about you?
Yes, that I am.
Yeah. Oh, Caleb says it's in Washington D.C. Okay, thank you very much, Caleb, for that. So next week is in Washington D.C. and then probably the week after that is in Cincinnati. hmm Okay. So so next up, it seems as though that they were doing a few video packages because they were hyping up some people. So I did see like a backstage celebration for the Acclaim. They're very happy that they won, and then Keith Lee came up and then he challenged. It looked like Billy Gunn to a match because he got involved. So we'll have Keith Lee versus Billy Gunn for I think probably next week or Rampage. I don't know. They didn't say when it was set up for.
I'm here for that match. I'm excited for that one.
Yes, I'm excited for that one too. They did a video package for Christian Cage versus Jungle Boy, so I think Luchasaurus is going to be talking next week. He'll probably explain his action, so I'm excited just to hear what he has to say. I'm just wondering if Christian's going to feed him some lies or something.
I'm excited for.
Caleb says Rampage. Thank you very much. So we'll probably see it this coming Friday. Thank you, Caleb. Yeah. So it'll be Keith Lee versus Billy Gunn this coming Friday on Rampage. And let's just talk about this main event. This main event, I feel like it's the best thing of the night. Bandito versus Chris Jericho for the Ring of Honor World Championship. I just have to just say, Bandito is just an amazing wrestler. I'm just wondering if he's gonna sign here because he just did one date in Impact. I'm just wondering it didn't work out there. So
Bandito is a free agent.
okay.
He will go wherever he wants to go. He's worked a bunch on the West Coast, Defy,
PWG probably.
Yeah. So I mean, he's making his money. Like, for example, like a lot of wrestlers right now are making more money on the independents that they're not signed. Joey Janela, who's making a shit ton of money and traveling to Korea, UK. He's in Japan right now. I mean, he's making more. He's literally said he's making more money than he ever has in wrestling and having a great year. So he's not the only one. A lot of recent release stars are putting in the work and being able to go wherever the hell they want and making more money and traveling the world. They're like, It's a great time to be a wrestler in the business.
Yeah. Oh, Caleb says that we forgot the women's match. Yes. So Saraya came out. She cut a promo. They set up the lumberjack match, excuse me, and then Tony Storm won. Sorry about that. There is a report saying from Fightful that they probably confirmed that Saraya signed for 3 years, so it still looks like she'll probably be used as a wrestler. So we'll see how that goes. Thank you very much, Caleb, for bringing that up. So back to the main event, which I enjoy so much. I have to say, Bandito worked really well with Chris Jericho. I'm just amazed on how good they worked together. Like, it was just amazing. And then, like, he held that suplex for like over a minute. That was like, mwah, mwah, mwah. I just want more of that. And the crowd was loving it too. So it's just like,
yeah. He's look. I mean, okay, if sign Bandito. Like, if you want to sign somebody, sign him. Give him the world. Like, he definitely deserves it.
Yes. I mean, if you were just doing it as a one-off, that's fine. If he wants to come
Yeah.
back or you have the door open, that's fine too. There's nothing wrong with that.
Mm-hmm.
I just have to say, like, I'm enjoying Chris Jericho being like like the dishonorable champion. Like he's disrespecting everybody,
Yeah.
you know.
I mean,
So
he's a great heel, and
of
he
course,
knows what he's doing. So I'm here for it. Like,
yes,
you
of
want
course.
somebody that you hate so you could take the belt off of them.
Right. I have to say, like, he did the fall away slam from the top rope. Like, Bandito had Chris Jericho as a fall away slam, and he actually did it, which was just amazing. That got the crowd, like, hyped. And then, of
Mm-hmm.
course, like, they went for the finish. Of course, Chris Jericho had to cheat. He, like, almost tried to remove his mask, but he kind of, like, moved it somewhere. And then, of course, Chris Jericho went with the submission.
Right.
Yeah. And then, of course, Caleb says, Chris, he's talking about Ring of Honor speaker and Brian Danielson next week. No. He said Brian Danielson for when they go to Toronto, when they go to Canada in October. So in a couple of weeks, Caleb. So of course, Chris Jericho challenges Brian Danielson for the title when they make their debut in Canada. So I'm excited for that. So we'll see if they'll give the title to Brian Danielson or if they're going to continue on this feud. What say you?
Oh, I would like to. Brian needs the belt. Well, he doesn't need the belt. Let's get that. But, like,
Right.
he definitely deserves the belt.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
But I also want Hangman to win it. So
Yeah. And also, I think maybe I'm thinking what they're going to try to do is have Brian Danielson be the one to dethrone MJF. Because I'm thinking because I think they'll probably have Chris Jericho hold the Ring of Honor title for a little bit, and then maybe drop it to Daniel Garcia or somebody else. I don't know who they'll have there that they want to drop it to.
yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah. So there's some good decisions there that can decide. So I mean, like they could have Brian Danielson if they wanted to. If they wanted to, like have Brian Danielson in the AEW World Title, they could do that as well. So. Oh, so Caleb says, Chris beating up speaker. You see it? Yes, of course. At the end, he was the announcer was there. He held him, and then he says he was going to disrespect anybody from Ring of Honor history, anybody from like who held the title to announcers and everybody like that. So of course he attacked the announcer. Gave him a Judas effect. So it
So
looks like
rude.
we're not. I'm sorry.
So rude.
Yeah, I know, right? So it looks like we may not have that person for a little while because he took him out.
Yeah.
I like him though. Like I like his ringing, like his ring voice. Like his announcing voice. It doesn't always have to be Justin Roberts. They just, I don't know.
I love Justin Roberts, but I agree. Like it, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be interesting to see what they do with Ring of Honor. I think everybody's just kind of waiting to be like, what are we doing?
Yeah. Where's the streaming service? Where's the TV deal? What's happening? Like we're hearing things in October. Like, yes, of course we're hearing hearsay. So until Tony Khan can confirm, or maybe AEW confirms that they have a TV deal. So, we have to wait too. Oh,
Yeah.
Caleb says me too. He's excited for Ring of Honor. So you know what? For me, they should use the Universal Studios where they tape Dark. Change it up a little bit and have like a taping of Ring of Honor. Like do like some tapings there, and then they can have it like on, I don't know, maybe YouTube or set it up for like a Rampage if they want to. I don't know. Like,
I'm totally fine with YouTube shows. Like, they get a lot of hate, but honestly, it still brings in revenue and it gets audiences watching.
Yeah.
Like, just don't make it a squash matches
exactly.
every match, and people will probably watch more.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, Caleb says, good idea. Yes, thank you very much, Caleb, for that. Mm-hmm.
Our very own Orlando.
Yeah. I mean, like a lot of people are saying it, a lot of people are saying like, like if they want to do like the studio, they have it right there. They rent it like every so often. Like, why not just do some tapings there,
Yeah.
Yes.
Agreed.
I think that's about it. That was like a really nice little fast Dynamite that it was, So
Mm-hmm.
I that they're learning their process now, how they're speeding up certain things. So hopefully they get into good feet when it comes to these Dynamites, you know?
Yeah, I just hope that they do a little bit more wrestling because it does seem like this was really heavily based off of
Hmm.
promos. Like we had like a squash match and three matches, maybe
Yeah, I think it was like three
four,
or four
maybe.
matches. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, well,
and
yeah, we didn't talk about Ricky Starks. Of course, Ricky Starks came out and he had a squash match. So they're trying to rebuild him. So I don't know who they'll have, you know?
yeah, I don't know. I
Mhm.
just hope the wrestling gets more focused on. This is starting to remind me of some of the stuff in another company that I didn't really like at the time. But we'll see.
Right.
I mean, I'm in. Like, let's see what happens.
Yeah, exactly. Before we go, yes, I'm in Florida. I'm fine. The hurricane did not hit us. We had some winds and some rain, but me and my family were okay. But unfortunately, we need to just say some prayers for my people in the West Coast and the north of
Yeah.
Florida. They got really hit really hard. There's some flooding. There's still some wind, and it's still passing. So they're gonna be dealing with it throughout the whole night. So
Yeah,
we
and
are
I can confirm that there has been one person found dead because of the storm so far.
mm,
Um, so yeah, like I've been watching the news all day. Mother Nature is the beast when she needs to be. So yeah, I mean, everybody thoughts and prayers to those who. God, I've never thought I'd say that. To everybody who's being affected by the storms.
yes,
Hope you all stay safe.
yes. Yes, of course, Caleb says prayers from your friends in Florida. Yes, thank you very much, Caleb. Yes. But here on the east side of Florida, the southeast side of Florida, we're kind of okay. We had a little rain, a little wind, but we're good. A little few tornadoes here and there, but we're all good. So no casualties, some damages, but no casualties. So
Yeah, and a lot of the bay is completely without water right now because the water just sucked back, and now it's gonna. I mean, it's gonna be
yeah,
like a tsunami,
yeah.
unfortunately. So
Don't
it's
mess
not
with Mother
over.
Nature. Hmm. All
Mm-mm.
right. Well, guys, remember, don't forget to subscribe, follow us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter. We do have a TikTok. We have to start doing some more TikToks. Of course, Instagram. We have to do more Instagram as well. Don't forget, you can listen to us on any podcast forms. And please go ahead and like and tell your friends about us so that way we
Yeah,
get more people. And we do have a
share our
Patreon.
posts.
Yes, of course. Yes, and repost. And also, don't forget, we do have a Patreon. So please support us so that way we do some more content. Do you have anything else you want to bring up, Seven?
Not today. I'm tired.
Yes, exactly. It's been a long day. So thank you very much for everybody for joining us, and you all have a good night.